What's up, guys? How's it going? Mr. All coming back with our ODFP showcase. And in today's showcase, we are going to be talking about Kim Il-sung, who was the premier and president of the Democratic Republic of North Korea from the years of 1948 until his death in 1994. He was born on the 15th of April, 1912. It was nicknamed the Great Leader of Communist North Korea. Now, we are going to begin with his story by focusing on where he was born. He was born near Pyongyang, the modern-day, present-day capital of North Korea. However, his parents, when he was very early in age, took him and moved him to Manchuria in the 1920s, hoping to flee the Japanese occupation of Korea. Now, during the 1930s, Kim, who mastered Chinese, would become a Korean freedom fighter, working against the Japanese and taking the name Il-sung in honor of a famed guerrilla fighter. Now, Kim eventually relocated to the Soviet Union for special training, where he joined the country's Communist Party. And he remained in the Soviet Union from 1940 until the end of World War II in 1945, during which time he helmed a unit within the Soviet Union Army. Now, Kim and his first wife, Kim Jong-suk, had their son, Kim Jong-Il, during this period as well. And we're going to see in 1945, at the end of World War II, Kim returning to Korea after an absence of nearly 2 decades. Now, post-war Korea was soon divided as the Soviets came to power in the north, while the southern half of the country became allied with the United States. Now, Kim set up shop as a chairman of the People's Committee of North Korea, the regional Communist Party, later to be known as the Korean Workers' Party. In 1948, guys, the Democratic People's Republic of Korea was founded with Kim as its premier. And in the summer of 1950, after strategizing, convincing his initially skeptical allies Joseph Stalin and Mao Zedong of his plan, Kim led an invasion into the south, looking to unify the country under northern control, thereby initiating the Korean War here in 1950. American and additional United Nations military forces and personnel got involved in the conflict, with the casualties from all sides, including civilian deaths, eventually reaching 1 million. Now, the war ceased as a stalemate with a signed armistice in July of 1953, and Kim would eventually assume the title Great Leader as head of the North Korean state. Now, Kim continued to have an agitative relationship with South Korea, with North Korea becoming known as highly controlled and oppressive and a totalitarian state whose people were allowed no contact, absolutely no contact with the West. Now, Kim aimed to foster the concept of economic self-reliance and came to be known as the Great Leader, and he was able to portray himself as a cult of personality figure by utilizing a propaganda machine which exalted and praised him as a living and godly figure. He was elected president of the country in late 1972, and he took on a domestic policy that focused on militarizing and industrializing the People's Republic, the Democratic Republic of North Korea. Now, North Korea's fortune declined during the 1970s as South Korea prospered. Now, and we're going to see foreign aid from the Soviet Union cease as well at the end of the Cold War as it came to a close. With concerns about North Korea's nuclear program mounting, former United States President Jimmy Carter met with Kim in 1994 to talk about the possibility of aid from the West in exchange for a halt in the country's weapons program. Kim had also made plans for a historic meeting with South Korean leader Kim Il-sung. However, Kim died in Pyongyang on July 8, 1994, allegedly from a heart attack before the summit could take place. Now, when he is going to die, Kim Il-sung's son, Jong-Il, took over leadership of the country until his death in 2011, and Jong-Il was then succeeded by his son, Kim Jong-Un. I hope you guys enjoyed this ODFP showcase dealing with Kim Il-sung. Mr. Al, signing off. We'll see you guys later. Take care.